Three, two, one, we're live. Welcome, my friends from the Middle East. Thank you for being here tonight. It's about 1:43 p.m. here in Atlanta, Georgia. For those who don't know where Atlanta, Georgia is, we're located in the United States. We're a North American company, but we have factories and we have warehouses all over Europe and all over Latin America. We are now exporting lenses to 70 countries around the world. And we have unique products that I know that are going to change and revolutionize your practice. So today we're going to talk about a company. It's called Mark Enovy. This company manufactures lenses for us. They're located in Europe. They have two locations. They have one location in Madrid, Spain, and another one in the UK. They manufacture unique lenses for unique eyes. What they want to give practitioners from around the world is they want to give them the tools in order to fight the internet, in order to bring more patients to your practice and bring more success fittings with your patients. So Mark Enovy, they treat each eye as a unique eye. For Mark Enovy, contact lenses are individually designed for each patient. And these lenses are now available through the world, okay? The best thing about Mark Enovy and Spectrum International is that we don't sell any of our lenses online. So you're not gonna find our lenses being sold by 1-800 Contacts, Vision 2020, or any of the internet outlets around the world. So we focus exclusively in visual specialists. We focus on optometrists, opticians, ophthalmologists, optical chains, optical owners, but we do not sell our lenses over the internet, okay? So with that being said, for those who have come to the United States, it's very important to understand that now majority of optometrists are dealing with lenses being sold online. So these lenses are not sold online and they're only sold to private practices or optical chains. So right now we're seeing a big increase of patients buying their contact lenses over the internet. So for those practitioners that think that contact lenses are not important, they're very important for an optical chain because a contact lens patient not only buys contact lenses, a contact lens patient will buy ophthalmic products, they will buy solutions, and they usually buy sunglasses as well. So there's a study conducted by Cooper Vision, Alcon, Siva, and Cooper Vision, Alcon, and Bausch & Lomb, and they relate that a contact lens patient can bring between 30 to 40% of revenue to our optical chain. So it's really important to take care of those contact lens patients and bring them again to our practice and bring them again to fitting contact lenses with us and not buying their lenses online. Give me just 1 second. My computer is about to shut down, so we need some more battery. Okay, I just plugged in. So these are pictures taken from vending machines. These pictures are taken or were taken in Europe. And these lenses are now sold through vending machines, just like if they were coffee, donuts, or any type of non-specialty product. So over here to the right, you can read that if you don't find your prescription, please find the closest prescription to yours. So this is where the future of contact lenses is going to be in a couple of years. For those who know doctors in the United States, or for those who can travel to the United States, please talk to doctors here in the US, and they will tell you that they're struggling with internet sales. So now a lot of these doctors are not fitting the common lenses, the AccuViews, the Bausch & Lombs, the Cooper Visions, the Alcons, or the Johnson & Johnson. They're fitting specialty products or products that are not found online because they want to keep those patients in their practice. They want to keep those patients in their optical chain. So with that being said, how do you think the future of soft disposable contact lenses will look in the Middle East? I know for a fact that the Middle East is behind a couple of years on internet sales with contact lenses, but it's going to reach you guys. Internet sales are going to find the Middle East, and please believe me that in the next 5 years, patients are going to be able to find lenses online, and they're going to be able to find them in pharmacies. They're going to be able to find them in vending machines. So it is really important that we understand that we need to stop this trend and we need to fight together in order to bring more patients to us and retain those patients into our private practice. So on top of that, now mobile devices are going to be replacing the optometrists. Now the FDA and the CE are creating or are approving devices that you can just plug into your iPhone, you can just plug into your smartphone, and they can do a refraction. And this refraction will be sent directly to the contact lens manufacturers. And the contact lens manufacturers are going to send the lenses to the patients directly. So where are the optical shops? Where are the distributors? Where are all the opticians, the staff? They're going to be struggling finding a job. So it's really important that we get together and we fight this trend. And how do we find this trend? You cannot compete with the internet, unfortunately. But what we can do is fit and use products that are not available online, and that patients, and that we can force patients to come to our optical shop, to come to our optical place, to fit and get fitted with those lenses. So how are we going to retain more patients with added value products and services? How are we going to do that? So one of the things that a lot of opticians, optical shops, and optometrists are doing around the world is they're fitting and using new technologies. And one of the new technologies that you've seen on ophthalmic products is the blue light protection. So you've seen it on Zeiss, you've seen it on Essilor, you've seen it on multiple ophthalmic lenses. But now we're seeing this on contact lenses as well. So what is this, all this talk about blue light? So throughout evolution, man has been exposed to 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness. This is how we evolved. When we used to live in the caves, or when we used to live where there was no light, we had 12 hours of light and 12 hours of night. But the only great source for light that we used to have back then was the sun. So again, we had a 24-hour cycle and we have a 12-month cycle. But now what we do is we fundamentally change the way we use light. So please take a look at these pictures. Back then we used to use kerosene. We used to use non-LED lights. And now if you look at it, at least 90% of lights now are LED. So we use them on our computers. We use them on our mobile devices. We use them in our kitchen, our practices, in our cars, everywhere. We have blue light present, and we're getting blue light and UV exposure every single day, and it's more and more. Okay, so please look at this. It's estimated by the end of 2020, 90% of lights are going to be LED. So one of the things that concern us the most is not the adults, is the kids. Because if you think about it, the first thing that a mom or a dad does when a kid is crying or a baby's crying is what? They give them their mobile devices. They give them their tablets, their computers, whatever can keep that kid entertained. So younger eyes are even more exposed to harmful short wavelengths, as natural light filters with the eye do not fully develop until the late teens or early 20s. So if you look at this, you can see that younger eyes are most exposed to blue light and UV light. And you can see it. You can see it in the shopping mall. You can see it in your office. Whenever a baby's crying, the mom usually gives the baby a mobile device so that he can listen to music, or that he can play with cartoons, or that he can look at Nemo or any type of cartoon that can keep that baby entertained. So we've used UV protection devices throughout history. We use them since the day that we started evolving. So the Eskimos use them, the Indians use them, ladies have used hats, we use sunglasses, we use all kinds of protection to keep UV from exposing our skin and our eyes. So now we're offering the first and only lens in the world that has both protection systems. it has UV protection, and it has blue light protection. So these lenses will protect patients from both types of harmful lights. So let's talk about the short ray radiation. So you have three different types of light. You have UVC, UVV, and UVA. And this is the spectrum of light. So this spectrum of light will tell you that these categories will divide into three. So the first category is the UV radiation, and that UV radiation carries more energy than the infrared and can damage the human tissue. This happens when we go to the beach, or when we go to the pool, or when we go to anywhere where our skins are exposed to UV radiation. We get burned, right? You get sunburned. Then UV is divided into three: UVC, UVV, and UVA. And these harmful lights are also divided into two categories: blue violet light and blue turquoise. So as you can see here, this is what happens. This is what happens to the eye, and this is where the light would hit our eye. So if you see the UVT max, which is 380 to 420, it will reach the retina, whereas UVA will reach the crystal lens, and UVV will only reach the cornea. So it's really important to understand those lights and how they penetrate the eyes. So overexposing the eye to intense UV light can really create ocular damage. So when we expose the eyes, and we can see it, we've seen it in the Middle East. When Dr. Yassan brought me to the Middle East, to Jordan for the first time, we saw a lot of people with pingueculas. We saw a lot of people with pterygiums. Why? Because they're exposed to lights. You guys live in desert cities. There's more exposure to lights. Why? Because the light, not only you're seeing the light from the sky, but the light is bouncing back from the sand, is bouncing back from the street, and is bouncing back to our eyes. So when we have those exposures to light, we can develop pingueculas, pterygium, photokeratitis, and photoconjunctivitis, okay? It is really important to understand that this can mean, or this can lead to cataract formation. So this happens when we expose carpets or rugs or any type of curtain to UV light. What happens when you leave your windows open and when you leave your blinds open? Your carpet will start getting discolored, and your rugs or any type of curtain will start getting discolored as well. So it's really important to understand that this can create problems in our eyes, and we need to be careful with this overexposure. Okay, so for 50 years, we've been talking about UV damage to our skin, but it's only until now that we're discussing the UV damage that we can create to our eyes. So if you think the skin can get damaged by sun rays, why don't you think the same thing can happen to our eyes? So ladies right now, when they use makeup that has sunblock. A lot of people use, and even guys, I know guys that use sunblock every day when they're going out on the street or when they're leaving their offices. Why? Because they don't want to get UV radiation on their skin. So the first sunscreen was introduced in 1928, but the SPF factors were introduced back in 1974. So if you think about it, it's only been a few decades since we started taking care of our skin. But now, the biggest source of light keeps being the sun. So the position of the sun in the sky, 60% will reach the ground level between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. This is when you go to the beach or when we go to a pool, if you go between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., that's where you're gonna get the most out of the sun rays. The altitude, every single time your altitude increases, 4% will increase for every 300 meters. Ground reflection, just like I was talking about, ground reflection varies. So you have ground reflection at 3% with grass, 5% with water, 12% with concrete, 20% with white sand, 50% with old snow, and 90% with new snow. So look at the way the modern day indoor light gives more blue light. So if you look at the 60-watt bulb that we used to have before, that didn't used to give us a lot of blue light. But if you look at now LEDs and different voltage lights, you're gonna see that they're going to be providing more UV light than those old bulbs that we used to use before. Okay? So we're gonna talk about the first and only lens in the world that contains both filters. So this lens contains a first-class UV filter. So that means the first class means that you're gonna be able to filter UV, UVB, and UVA lights, okay? So that's what a class 1 filter means. And then you're gonna be able to protect the eye from the harmful blue and violet light that the eye is observing through mobile devices or computers or any type of LED light that you or your patients use. So these lenses are manufactured with a unique system. And this is why Dr. Nesser was reporting that these lenses are so comfortable. They're extremely comfortable because we make them individualized. Every single time that we make a lens, we break the mold and we start with a new mold in order to manufacture the next lens. So each lens is manufactured exclusively for that prescription and that prescription only. Even though those lenses are molded, the lenses, the edge is gonna be uniform. The edge is gonna be extremely comfortable because it has a micro precision molding technology. On top of that, both lenses that we're gonna be talking about today are aspheric lenses. So please remember that the cornea is not an spherical surface. A cornea is an aspheric surface. So when we do an aspheric fit with an aspheric lens, we're gonna have less aberrations and we're gonna have better comfort and better visual acuity for patients, especially at night. So with this, and I'm sorry that this at the bottom is in Spanish, but with this technology, this micro precision technology that we have, this creates a better edge system for patients, which favors tear exchange and it favors the comfort that the patient experiences every single time they blink. So the first lens that we're gonna talk about today is the Jade lens. So this is a monthly soft contact lens that contains both filters, class 1 and blue light filter. So please remember that whenever we're talking about class 1 filter, this means that the lens will protect you from UV radiation light. But on top of that, that lens is also going to protect your patients against blue light filters. So again, it's manufactured with our patent micro precision molding technology. These lenses are aspheric lenses, okay? It comes with a green handling tint, and you're gonna be able to see it. So this is a blue eye, and this is a brown eye, and this is how the lens is going to look on the patient. Please remember that just like with ophthalmic lenses, whenever there's a filter, the lens needs to be different. So the lens needs to be a color, it needs to have a color variation. So the color is going to be green. So that's why it's called jade, because we're trying to mimic the semi-precious stone jade that I'm pretty sure that you know very well in the Middle East. So the lenses are not gonna create any type of contrast problem for patients. They're gonna be able to see the colors the way they are, but they are going to have a handling tint that instead of being blue, is going to be green. The second lens that we're gonna talk about today is the Extensa. These lenses are aspheric as well. They're micro precision molded lenses, and they come in spheric, multifocal, and toric. And again, we don't sell any of these lenses online. Please remember that with Jade lenses, you can combine and give patients an extra added benefit. What is that? So a lot of our practitioners that are now fitting the Jade, they sell them the ophthalmic product with UV protection, and on top of that, they sell them contact lenses. So the patient can have an ophthalmic product, and again, they can have contact lenses, meaning you're going to have both cells coming out of your optical store. So again, Extensa and Jade, those are the two lenses that we are going to talk about today. Jade only comes in aspheric, but Extensa comes aspheric, multifocal, and toric. And this Extensa is a regular Extensa hydrogel monthly lens. It does not come with UV protection, but it does come with a micro precision molding technology. It comes in different prescriptions, and we're one of the only companies around the world that we offer cylinders up to -275. Axis from 0 to 180 in 10 degrees, and additions from -1, from +1 to +150, and +175 to +2.25. Here's the prescriptions again. The prescriptions in spherical go from +8 to -10. The toric prescription go from +6 to -8. And the cylinders, they go from -75 to -275. And if you can do me a favor, if you can pull up your cell phone and open your camera, and once you open your camera, please try to read the QR code. Once you read it, your browser is going to ask you if you want to open spectruminternational.com. Please say yes. And just leave it there, and you're going to be able to see our entire catalog. That contains all of our lenses, all of the Mark NOV specialized handcrafted lenses. And it will contain all of our scleral lenses, Gasperm lenses, toric lenses, pediatric lenses, baby lenses, any type of lens that we carry in our brand. So please just read that QR code and open that page, and you will be able to see our entire catalog. Here's my phone number, +1 678 557 3322. And now I am going to share my screen with Dr. Nesar so that he can start his presentation. Dr. Nesar, the microphone is all yours.
Thank you, Philip. Actually, you covered all needed details for the latest technology of contact lens in terms of comfort and added value. What I want to say, we have now opportunities to be in the blue ocean market opportunity to sell and give our patients something new with the comfort, with the protection, and to improve your confidence in practice and sales. Technologies really rapidly advances in the eye care industry, and we are proud that Spectrum is one of these companies who's leading the advances in technology and contact lenses. So I will let Amani now talk to make it short for my colleagues about the blue light. Amani, go ahead. You can talk Arabic and English as well for our colleagues. Please go ahead. Thank you, Philip, for your informative presentations.
Thank you, Dr. Nesar. If you want to give a presentation, if Dr. Amani wants to give a presentation, all she has to do is share her screen, and she can share her screen with us. So again, this is our QR code. This is our catalog. And please, for all the practitioners in the Middle East that just want to download our catalog and see the latest technology, they can do so by just scanning the code. And Dr. Amani, so now the microphone is yours. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can share yours, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, I can't know from where I can join.
Okay, so at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see something that says share screen. From the panel control.
Share screen.
Yes.
Share screen, and you can share your screen from there.
Hi. Okay.
Okay, got it.
And you can do it in Arabic too. So please be my guest.
So, thank you, Mr. Philip. For this presentation, I will come all of our colleagues in optometrist. أهلا وسهلا بالجميع. أنا أمان العمد. رح أحكي اليوم باللغة العربية. رح نحكي تقريبا كتير زي ما حكى المستر فيليب، وزي ما بدينا وحكى الدكتور يزن، احنا لازم اول إشي يعني يكون عندنا awareness عالي عن الضوء الازرق وقد ايه هو الافكت تبعته على العين، حتى نقدر الصوره هاي ننقلها للاشخاص او للمرضى او لاي حدا بيحتاج هاي العدسه اللاصقه. فالعمد لتجاره البصريات هي رح تكون معنا، هي رح تكون الوكيل لعدسه جيد. زي ما بنعرف العدسات اللاصقة دائما في تطور مستمر. دائما احنا بنبحث عن العدسة اللاصقة الأفضل بالرطوبة، بالأكسجين بيرمابيليتي، بقد الووتر كونتنت إلها، باللينس ثيكنس، بالميكانيكال بروبرتيز. لكن هون اجت عدسة جيد بخاصية مميزة عن باقي العدسات اللي هي بتقدر تعمل زي اللي احنا عم من جديد مطروح، اللي هي فكرة العدسات الأوفثالميك لينسز اللي بالسوق، اللي بتقدر تعمل البلو كات. لكن البلو لايت هو مفيد للجسم زي ما هو ضار للجسم، فاحنا لازم نعرف اكثر عن قد ايه شو هو البلو لايت وشو الميزه تبعت جيد انها بتعمل فلتر ل 14% فقط من البلو لايت، ليه ما اخذت كل البلو لايت. ونفس الشيء احنا هذا الشيء بدنا ندركه على الاوفثالميك لينسز، ايش اهميه انه ما نعمل بلو كات كامل، يكون في بلو فلتر بدل هذا البلو كات. فمن هون اجت هاي العدسه، هي زي ما حكى مستر فيليب هي الوحيده وراح تكون وحيده في الاردن اللي بتمنع دخول الضوء الازرق الصادر من مختلف الشاشات الالكترونيه. كتير مهم احنا عم نعرف لما نجي نحكي على السن كير ماركت سايز، انا حطيت هون عشان نشوف قد ايه عم بيهتموا بانتاج اللي هي السن بروتكشن كير، لانه احنا اذا اجينا ناخذ نسبه سرطان الجلد تقريبا بين نسب كل انواع السرطان هي 40%. فبالتالي احنا بحاجه كثير انه نحمي الجلد عن طريق السن بروتكشن. وبنفس الطريقه احنا بنكون لازم كوننا اخصائيين بصريات وبنهتم بالاشخاص اللي بياخذوا من عنا اي منتج بصري انه نحمي عيونهم من هذا الضوء. احنا رح نصنف الضوء الازرق زي ما بتعرفوا بالطيف الكهرومغناطيسي اللي هو بيجي عنا UVC UVB وUVA. جزء منه بيمتص بطبقة الأوزون. عنا OC الUVC تقريبا من 100 ل 280 نانومتر، والUVB من 280 ل 315. هلا هدول بيتم امتصاصهم حتى الUVA عن طريق القرنية والعدسة البلورية داخل العين. هلا في نعمه كثير من رب العالمين انه هاي الاوساط الانكساريه قادره انها تمتص هاي الهاي انرجي لايت، فبالتالي هاي تعتبر نعمه كبيره. وفي شيء ثاني اللي هو البيوبل سايز، احنا لما يصير عندنا تضيق في النهار فهذا كمان للبؤبؤ العين، فهذا كمان حمايه من الاشعه هاي. لكن بالرغم انه القرنية والعدسة عم بتفوت، عم تقدر تمتص جزء من هذا الضوء، إلا إنه لحد 380 العدسة البلورية بتقدر تمتص هاي اليوفي. فإحنا بنصفي عنا إذا بنطلع على الجدول تحت اللي هي من 380 تقريبا لل 450، إحنا بنحكي عن بلو هاي إنرجي لايت. هذا الضوء هو العدسة ما قدرت كاملة إنها تمتصه، فبالتالي رح يتم اختراقه ليوصل للماكولا في شبكية العين. فهون اجت عدسة جيد بالسلكتيف بلو لايت بلوكينج، يعني هي ما عملت كت كامل للبلو لايت، وانما عملت كت للهارمفul بلو فيوليت لايت اللي هو تقريبا من 415 ل 455. اما البينيفيشال بلو تيركواز لايت اللي هو راح يقدر يخترق شبكية العين، هذا اللي هو اللي احنا بنحكي مفيد للساعة البيولوجية للجسم. الضوء الأزرق زي ما شفتوا بالمحاضرة هو مصادره اللي احنا صارت دائما باستمرار موجودة عنا: ضوء الشمس، الأجهزة الإلكترونية، أنواع الإضاءة، المصابيح اللي بنستخدمها، فهي موجودة باستمرار في الحياة. هلا الإفكت أوف بلو لايت أون كورنيا، أول شيء بدنا نبدأ بالقرنية. لو هون رح نحكي اكثر بتفاصيلها. هلا في اكثر من دراسه بتحكي لنا على اكثر موضوع بالقرنيه. لو نجي لاول طبقه بالقرنيه اللي هي الابيثيليوم، الابيثيليوم بتكون مغطاه بالابيكال مايكروفيلاي. هاي المايكروفيلاي بتشكل دعامه قويه لاول طبقه بالتير فيلم اللي هي الطبقه السائله، فبالتالي هي بتكون ماسكه هاي الطبقه السائله اللي لسه فوقها كمان 2 لايرز. فلما يجي الضوء الازرق وجدوا ضمن دراسات انه بيأثر على المايكروفيلاي هاي وما بيخليها تفقد من عملها، فبالتالي بتبطل قادره تعطي دعم كافي لطبقه الدمع، وبهالطريقه بصير عندنا الجفاف اللي بيشكوا منه الاشخاص. غير هيك انه القرنيه بعض الدراسات بتحكي انه هي بتعمل تغيرات مش بس بطبقه الابيثيليوم، بطبقه الاستروما بتفقدها جزء من دعامتها. هذا بالنسبه للقرنيه. لما نجي نحكي انه بعد القرنيه راح للعدسه، العدسه زي ما بنعرف، وقبل ما نحكي على العدسه بدنا نرجع على القرنيه، انه بالرغم من انه القرنيه عم تقدر تمتص ضوء لحد 295 نانومتر، الا انه الضوء هذا قوي عليها. احنا بنحكي للاشخاص، خصوصا مش كل الاشخاص يعني ما بيتعرضوا للشمس او ما بيتعرضوا لاضاءه قويه، فهي نسبيا الاشخاص اللي بيتعرضوا لكثير اضاءه عاليه ممكن تسبب لهم حروقات بالقرنيه، ممكن تسبب ضفر العين. حال وصولها للعدسه رح تسبب مشاكل، واللي هي من اهمها تغيرات بالالياف داخل عدسه العين، فبالتالي بتسبب المي البيضاء الكاتاراكت. وللاسف زي ما قلنا في عنا الضوء من 380 ل 450، هاي العدسه مش رح تقدر تمتصه كامل، فرح يخترق العين حتى يوصل الشبكيه. ولما يوصل شبكيه العين رح يكون تاثيره على الريتينال بيجمنت ابيثيليوم بالذات، فبسبب فيها تغيرات لدرجه انه ممكن يؤدي لتدمير ودمج للفوتوريسبتورز. وايضا ممكن يعني انا اللي عم بحكي ضمن دراسات على اكثر من شخص تعرض لاكثر من نوع من هاي الاضاءه. وايضا ممكن يعمل accelerate ال AMD اللي هو ممكن يسارع بحدوث ال age related macular degeneration، وبيؤدي الى اعتلالات بشبكيه العين. اما بالنسبه احنا بنحكي دائما الضوء الازرق مفيد للسيركاديان ريثم اللي هي للساعه البيولوجيه لجسمنا. كيف احنا بدنا نمنعه؟ هلا احنا ما بنحكي احنا بدنا نمنعه، احنا بدنا نعمل فلتر له. احنا رح ندخل الجزء المهم ورح نمنع الجزء الضار. هلا الضوء الازرق احنا زي ما بنعرف انه هو بينظم الساعه البيولوجيه للجسم، هو مفيد للادراك ولليقظه. لكن إذا بنطلع على هاي الصورة بنلاقي هون إن الضوء الأزرق لما يكون زايد، إحنا دائما مرتبط الوقت اللي بنستخدم أو بنشوف فيه هذا الضوء الأزرق، وكمية الوقت اللي إحنا قاعدين عشان نطلع من خلاله بفوت هذا الضوء الأزرق، وقد ايه بنتعرض له. فبالتالي هذا الضوء الأزرق هو بيعمل سبريشن لتكوين هرمون الميلاتونين. هلا الميلاتونين اللي بتفرز الغدة الصنوبرية، لما يصير سبريشن وما يصير عندنا افراز لهذا الميلاتونين، عفوا لما يصير عندنا سبريشن للميلاتونين بدها تتكركب شوي الهرمونات بجسم الإنسان. فأول إشي رح يصير عندنا يأثر على جودة النوم، فناس كتير بتصير تقلق خصوصا اللي بتقعد بالليل على هذا الموبايل. إشي تاني إنه بتأثر عنا الباراسمباثيك نيرف واللي هو المسؤول عن تنشيط إفراز الدمع، فبالتالي بيصير عنا جفاف للعين. كمان بتقل نسبة الأندروجين واللي هو مسؤول عن إفراز الدمع من خلال الغدد الموجودة بالجفن، فبيقل إفراز الطبقة الدهنية، بيصير عنا لما تقل الطبقة الدهنية بيصير عنا زيادة تبخر للدمع فبيؤدي إلى الجفاف. فإحنا الجفاف صاير عنا من أكثر من جهة ناتج عن البلو لايت. واخر شيء راح احكي انه تاثيره على الريفراكتيف ديفلوبمنت. فاحنا لما نيجي نحكي الضوء الازرق هو اقل طول موجي، لكن راح يوصل في نقطه امام شبكيه العين، الاخضر راح يوصل على شبكيه، الاحمر خلف شبكيه العين. فخصوصا الاطفال، خصوصا التين ايجرز اللي بيقعدوا بساعات طويله، بنلاقي تعرضهم اكثر للبلو لايت، فبتصير فرصه عندهم للميوبيا، انها للميوبيا بروجريشن، ونفس الشيء انه يصير عندهم ميوبيا. والاشخاص اللي عندهم ميوبيا ممكن يزيد من خلال استعمالهم للبلو لايت. فمن هون لازم يكون عندنا شيء ضروري جدا انه ننبه الاشخاص لاهميه عدم استخدام هاي الاجهزه لساعات طويله. دائما ما بنحرم، احنا عصر التكنولوجيا، فعشان هيك احنا بدنا يكون في عندنا تنظيم لهذا الوقت. بدنا نستخدم العدسه اللاصقه المناسبه حتى نقدر. في ناس كثير مثلا شغلهم 8 ساعات، فبدهم شيء يحمي لهم عيونهم، حتى لو كان في عنا اللي هي الرول 20 لكن احنا بنفس الوقت بحاجه لشيء يعمل فلتر ويريح هاي العين من الاي سترين ومن اي مشاكل او ديزيز لا سمح الله تصيب عينهم. وشكرا لسماعكم، وجاهزين ان شاء الله لاي اسئله.
Thank you, Amani, indeed, for your preparation and presentation that you really provided for us. It was very informative, and reminders about the blue lights, harm lights, and the opportunities with these new lenses. Philip, can I, في حدا عنده سؤال لفيليب، لأماني، لألنا؟ Philip, are you still with us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, great. Anyone have any questions?
Dr. Amani, what an amazing presentation. Shukran, shukran, shukran. Thank you so much for this amazing presentation. You did wonders with this information. I know that practitioners in the Middle East can be informed about the damages of UV light and blue light, and you did an amazing job. So thank you so much. You have no idea how much I love your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, great.
So do we have any questions? Do we have any questions?
في حدا عنده أسئلة حابين تسألوا؟
Okay, so we have a question from Dr. Kamal. If we have a comparison between contact lens gate and AccuView transition about protection from blue rays, which can get more protection, or are they the same? So I think your question is the same. Your question is the following. So if you were to compare an ophthalmic lens, let's say Essilor, let's say size, any type of ophthalmic lens that has UV protection and blue light protection, the light protection will be the same. Ophthalmic products and ophthalmic contact lenses have the same protection. When you put blue light protection, it is the same protection on both systems. Okay? Any other question?
You know, Mr. Philip, we must recognize about blue cut lenses and blue filter lenses.
Yes, ma'am. If you want to explain that to them, yeah.
بتحبي أماني تحكي الفرق بينهم؟ تحبي تشرحي؟
Of course. We need blue light for our body, so we must know and recognize the difference between the blue cut lenses that all the blue light can't pass across our body. So the blue filter one is good than the blue cut, and we must know that for contact lenses also. As this is the first one, contact lenses with a blue filter.
That is correct. Yes. So so what you're trying to say, and I want to explain it also to the people that are listening to us, is that we do need blue light in our systems. What we don't need is the blue harmful light, is the light that creates problems in our eyes. So that's why contact lenses or ophthalmic lenses do not block 100% of blue light. They only block a percentage of blue light, which is the harmful blue light that comes into our eyes. but the rest of the light passes through and is light that we do need in our systems, okay? Thank you so much, Dr. Amani, for explaining that and for making sure that people understand the difference.
All right. Can
Okay,
I ask
Dr. Amani, so thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you like this presentation. I hope that we can do a lot of new things and embrace these new technologies that are now coming into your practice. Please let us know if you have any questions. Every practitioner that registered on this webinar is going to receive a link. Please just download that link and you're going to be able to see this live presentation at your comfort of your home or your private practice. Again, I hope that you have a great weekend. I know today is your day off. I hope that you have an amazing day off with your families and have a great night. And thank you so much for listening to us. Dr. Ness or Dr. Amani, I have no words to describe how thankful I am with both of you.
Thank you. Thank you indeed, Philip. Enjoy your day.
وأنا حابة أضيف إنه إذا حدا عنده أي استفسار، عنده أي أسئلة، أي ملاحظات، رح إن شاء الله بقدر أجاوب عليها، وإن شاء الله رح يكون في بروشور على البلو لايت وأهميته ومضاره من خلال وقديش العدسة جيد والباراميترز وإيش خصائصها متوفر، وإن شاء الله بتقدروا من طريق أيمن يعني إنه يوفر لكم إياهم.
Actually, Amani mentioning that she is preparing the proper brochure to explain more about jade and blue lights and jade lenses benefit for your clinic practice and patients as well.
And I'm also working. And I'm also working on a catalog for the Middle East. It will be ready. It will be ready in the next 3 or 4 days. So next week, I'm going to send you, Dr. Nasser, and everybody that participated in this meeting. I'm going to send you a campaign with blue light lenses. It's going to explain how blue light affects us, how you can talk to patients about it, what to do about it, and it's going to be a great campaign. It's going to be multiple flyers, brochures, and all that you can use in your practice, and you can show your patients about the damages that blue light or UV exposure can create in their eyes. So look forward to. I look forward to.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to suggest that if there any possibility to do a software program and add it in the applications that we can demonstrate it with an iPad with the patients to let them know more about how it could be the blue light prevented by these lenses. That will be great, Philip. That will be helpful also. Your brochures will be very helpful. And also if there will be an electronic demonstration that will improve our explanation with the patients and customers as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Nizar, في كمال الرماوي.
Yeah, Kamal. Okay, what is his question?
Okay.
Kamal?
We do have a question here. Give me just 1 second.
Kamal from Kuwait. Kamal, can you open your mic? Ask what is your question?
Hold on. There is one attendee, Kamal Arawi. Okay, I'm gonna allow him to talk.
Yep.
Okay. Now.
Hi. Yes. Hi. Actually, I asked a question, and Mr. Perez, he answered already between comparing between AccuView transition and jade conductances. Thank you.
Okay. Great.
Thank you, Kamal.
Great.
Okay, and we do have another question, Dr. Nasser. Just give me 1 second. Do you have an agency for these lenses in Egypt? Dr. Mahmoud Alberdram Khaled is asking us. So Dr. Mahmoud, please get in touch with Dr. Nasser. He's our Middle East account manager, and he can help you set up an account. He can help you get these lenses in Egypt. So please just get in touch with him.
Yep. Okay, I'll send you my email and contact number to answer you and to follow up with you.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
So his email is ndamati@yahoo.com, and you can see it in the chat right now. NEDAMATI@yahoo.com.
Yep.
Again, NEDAMATI@yahoo.com. And you can see it in the chat right now. Okay?
Yep. Thank you, Philip, for
Shukran to every single person. Again, have a great weekend. You take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.